So most of you know who I am. If you follow Remembergrams, you probably follow it because I asked you to. But if you don't, my name is Mandy, and I am the one who is behind any of the posts that you see, and the creator of the website that no one has seen yet, but will soon. It's almost done, and I'm so excited. I, this weekend, am in the Adirondacks, and I'm at my friend's cabin. She is so generous, and she has invited us up here multiple times over the past years. So I have collected all sorts of memories here of beautiful friendships and family and just so many things that I carry with me every day. And I was driving up here alone. I got here before everyone else today, and it just gave me a lot of time to reflect, and that's why I decided to come make a video, even though I'm super awkward and I don't love to be on video, so I'm sorry if this is weird. But I was just thinking about, I've spent so much energy this year and so much time into creating this website that you haven't seen yet, but it has just felt so right. It has been something that I have created from me, and that's something I don't do very often. My whole professional career has been fabulous and wonderful, but my career is a sign language interpreter, and in some ways, as a professional interpreter, you kind of can feel like your identity is lost, because I spend my days and my work being there as someone to help communication flow easily between two languages, and the whole point of that is to not really be seen, to not really be sharing my own opinions and my own ideas and my own creativity. And so I think over the years I have felt a little bit lost with what it is I want to create, as I've watched other people be so successful in their careers and take an idea and run with it and create something amazing from it. And this year I did that, and I'm really, really proud of how it's coming along, and I'm really, really grateful for everyone who is sort of standing by on the sidelines waiting to see what this is. And I just want to say thank you all for being here and supporting me. And I was driving here and I was thinking about all the memories that I have here, and I have spent so many nights laughing here and so many happy memories. Some of my memories up here have been a little bit more somber, like I've been here multiple years on August 1st, which is the day my mom died, and that day of the year is always a day that I spend remembering her and thinking about her more, and so I might be a little bit more quiet on those days, but it's always been such a blessing to be here in this amazing space with the lake and the water and people that I love surrounding me. And so I was thinking about that as I was driving up. And then I was also thinking about the fact that this place, this cabin, the lake, this is where I was when my brother James died. I was actually here with my whole family. I was here with my dad and my brother and my husband and my kids and my brother's kids and his wife and my aunt. And while we didn't know at that time that James had died, this is where we were. Looking back, we found out the next day when we had all sort of gone back to our homes. But sometimes I have paused to think about the fact that this is where I was when he died. And for the most part, over the years, that's just brought up a lot of guilt. We always play the what if game, especially if someone's death is an accidental death or something that we deem as preventable. I think we often look back at what we could have done differently and how there could have been a different outcome. And so I certainly have done that many, many, many times, wishing that I had asked him to be here and asked him not to go to work that weekend. And of course we can't go back and we can't change it. And as I was driving here, I had a thought that I hadn't really considered before. And it was that our whole family was here together when it happened. And to me, that holds some kind of significance, because when my mom died about 13 years ago, me and all my brothers were together. And I remember years and years ago, right after she died, how strange that felt to me and how significant it felt, because we were living in different cities at the time. I was out of the house. My older brother was out of the house. We were both living in Rochester. My younger brothers were still living at home, and they had come to Rochester that weekend and stayed at my house. And my older brother had not stayed at his apartment that night, had spent the night at my house. Totally random. It was the first time we had ever done something like that. And we were all together when she died. And it just felt significant, and that is something that I never really considered when I considered the fact that we were here when James died. It was always focused on the guilt and the regret that I have associated with his death, but never with the significance of our family being together. And so I was just thinking about that as I was driving here, and because my website and this community that I'm hoping to build with Remembergrams is based on memories and community, I just felt compelled to share it with you all. And I just wanted to say that, I think we don't always know where our lives are headed, and I certainly would never have chosen the things that have happened to me. I would give up almost anything to live some alternate life with my mom and my brother still here. But, when life drops something like that, so unexpected, at our feet, and we change direction and we start heading to a place that we had not anticipated, had not planned for, I just think sometimes it's amazing to look back and think about the ways that it sort of forces us to grow and forces us to move forward in a direction that we were not planning on. And I'm not saying that everything happens for a reason, because I absolutely despised people who said that to me right after my mom died or my brother died, and people say that's the plan and everything happens for a reason. And I am not here to say that, because I don't know why things happen, and I'm still working out for myself what I think things mean and what's behind things. But I do think it is sometimes enlightening to look back at the way things have happened and the paths that we have taken because of it, and just to take a moment and pause and be grateful for the positive things that have come out of that. And for me, this year has just been transformative, with being able to allow myself to be more creative, to create something from inside of myself, rather than focusing on other people, which is something I think I've done my whole life without realizing. And so I just wanted to share that with everyone and to say thank you for being here. And I hope that whatever you are doing this weekend, that you are making memories, and that you're surrounded with people that you love, and that you're enjoying your life, because we just don't know, right? I mean, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and I am just so grateful that you're all here to follow along as we move forward. Thank you.